What up, what up, what up? It's your boy D, back at you with another video. So, today I'm going to review Raw and NXT, and I'm going to tell you the segments that you should check out if you didn't see Raw, and if you didn't see NXT, because NXT just went off. So, without further ado, we are about to cook, and I'm going to tell you what cooked and what was unseasoned. And without further ado, here we go. Let's get into it. So, the highlight. We're going to talk about the highlight of Monday Night Raw. Argue with your mama. This was the best segment on Monday Night Raw. R-Truth absolutely smoked Monday Night Raw. Yo, his whole Judgment Day story was the funniest shit in the world, bro. Like, that shit had me dying. How he talks about how he grew up in Charlotte, and then they show it to the picture, the dramatization picture of R-Truth as a baby, and the doctor talking about how he remembers being born. Like, yo. And then he shows the Judgment Day and how he was there for all the moments, how he just photoshopped them in all these fucking places. And then the picture at the end when they're all babies, and he was just like, the Judgment Day's motto is peace, happiness, and love. That shit had me dying. R-Truth is a bona fide Hall of Famer. He might be, like, first off, the 24/7 championship, which actually I was there for when it was introduced. He made that championship. He's the only reason why the 24 championship was absolutely hilarious and why it works. It's literally all because of R-Truth. R-Truth has made an invisible human being absolutely hilarious to a point where at the Hall of Fame, I would not be surprised if R-Truth had Lil Jimmy induct him into the Hall of Fame, and it's just a silent human. It's just an invisible person there just talking. But that's how dope R-Truth really is. There's literally nothing you can give R-Truth and he won't make a comedy. He won't make it stick. Like, one of the funniest things ever to me, bro, is when this dude R-Truth climbed the ladder at the Royal Rumble. When he ran out there and pulled out a ladder and tried to climb and grab the briefcase, and there was no briefcase because his motherfucker was in the wrong match. Yo, like, R-Truth to me stole Monday Night Raw. This is the second time in like a couple weeks that he stole Monday Night Raw from me. I thought his segment actually cooked. The next segment I'm going to talk about from Monday Night Raw is the Drew McIntyre CM Punk segment, because that cooked on all cylinders. And I think, and people are probably going to be like, oh, Punk's not really saying anything. CM Punk is really not being that CM Punk that people know because he's not destroying people on the mic. Honestly, I think this is going very perfect because we know how great CM Punk is on the mic, and the fact that CM Punk is pretty much letting your Drew McIntyres, he's shining actual light on your Drew McIntyres and your Seth Rollins, who are great wrestlers who don't need the light, but are they really known for their promo work? No, they're really not known for their promo work like that. You don't look at Seth and know it and be known and think of his promos like that. You think of his in-ring wrestling ability, which is absolutely fucking phenomenal. And it's the same thing with Drew McIntyre. But I think Drew McIntyre really shined. I like how he told the story about CM Punk, and I like how he used that jab, that very personal jab that you could tell really hurt his soul when he said that, oh, wow, you're still here. You could tell and you can look into CM Punk's eyes and knew that he was like, oh, you motherfucker. Okay. And then how he called him basically the devil. And I like I like CM Punk's response, like, I am not the devil, I am Satan himself when I am pushed. And I like how, and I know people booed this part when he said, you're not going to stop me, Seth's not going to stop me, not even Cody is going to stop me from winning the Royal Rumble and main eventing WrestleMania. I think that was a very dope line that obviously it didn't go over, quote unquote, over with the crowd too much, because, you know, Cody's the mega babyface right now, hint, which is the reason why he should win the Royal, why he should win the title, if you ask me. But I definitely like this segment. I thought the segment had a lot of weight into it, and I wouldn't be mad or be shocked if the first CM Punk feud in the WWE of his first singles match, will be in Elimination Chamber, 70,000 screaming fans in Perth, Australia, and I feel that his first opponent will be Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre can get him definitely right there. People are going to say, oh, this hurts Drew McIntyre, another loss. Yeah, but also if you think about it, guys, Drew McIntyre also hasn't signed a contract yet with the WWE that we know of or we've heard about. So I can see, are you going to build him up and give him all these wins and shit like that if he may not even be here by the end of the year? Because he may be at AEW. You never know. So, with that being said, I thought this segment cooked. I think it was a step below the CM Punk Seth promo, which I thought was brilliant. But this one definitely has its moments. The next thing I want to talk about that cooked on Monday Night Raw was, and the final thing, honestly, was the Cody Nakamura. I think that match was really good. It was a very great ending to a really decent, strong feud. I think Nakamura is definitely shining through. I really like this anime kind of way they're getting over, which is very smart for Japanese wrestlers. Like, I'm one of the people who will tell you that sometimes, like, you look at Asuka. Asuka is a great, phenomenal wrestler. Incredible. She was champion for so long. But one of the problems with a lot of these Japanese wrestlers or these wrestlers from overseas, when they don't speak English, it's really tough to connect to them. WWE had a really hard time making these stars who performed in Japan champion because of the English barrier. Because when you look at a WWE champion, you look at guys who are on the mic all the time and in backstage segments, and when you don't know what they're saying, it is very tough. It's very tough to buy into these feuds and these promos. It's incredibly difficult, especially when they're doing it without managers who speak English. So I think that's one of the biggest things that Japanese superstars struggle with, and I think that's why you see like your guys like Okada and Takeshita and Tanahashi and all these other guys kind of get weary on going to the WWE because of how they're portrayed, how Japanese stars are portrayed in the WWE, and you can see how Triple H is trying to change that, and I think Shinsuke Nakamura is the perfect example of that, and I think they're doing a damn good job with him. But Cody went over. Cody's the right choice. There ain't no way in hell Cody was going to lose to Shinsuke Nakamura. I think we all knew that, but I think it was a very solid match, a very good match, and I think we're all just kind of looking past that. It's the same thing that we're like with the Seth and Jinder thing, which is, to me, it's very unseasoned, but at least we're getting Seth versus Jinder at next week's Raw versus Royal Rumble. If Seth versus Jinder was at Royal Rumble, I would have lost my goddamn mind. That would have been absolutely trash. No, but it's next week. I think Jinder is going to put on a show, especially because of this guy, of Tony Khan, who's acting like an idiot. Why are you like, bro? Like, oh yeah, that's gonna help AEW with putting Jinder on in the main event. Thanks, keep it up, bro. You are a weirdo. Like, that is some weirdo behavior. Like, no, like, what are you doing? Like, bro, you go at the WWE all the time, and you complain, and you complain, and you complain. Bro, it is great what AEW is doing. It is fantastic what AEW has done in the last 5 years. Has AEW helped the wrestling business? Absolutely. You would be lying if you said AEW didn't help the wrestling business. Is AEW competing with the WWE? No. Let me say it again so motherfuckers think I'm lying. Is AEW competing with the WWE? No. Absolutely not. Not on any level. Why? Because the WWE's been around for damn, 50 fucking years? 50 years the WWE has been going around since there's a WWF and the WWF? Bro, they're not fucking with the WWE. WWE is a well-oiled machine. They are up against a Titan. They are up against a super Dr. Robotnik, a super Shao Kahn, a super Shang Tsung. Whatever final boss, who's the biggest boss, you're up against, and it's hard to beat. It's like playing Elden Ring. You're not beating, you know how hard Elden Ring is of a game? And a lot of people struggle to beat that shit because it's so open world. And that's the WWE. It's open world. You were going up against a titan. If you thought you were going to put the WWE out of business, or you were going to take over the WWE, or you were just going to really just whip its ass, all of this in a span of 5 years, you are high. And this is going to sound, people not going to like this, and I might have to clip this or something, but people ain't going to like this, but I'm going to say it. Tony Khan, you got to get you some bitches, bro. You got to get you some women, do something. Get somebody in there who can tell you, yo, bro, get some real people around you who will tell you, yo, this is not a good look. Because this look was trash. Like, I watched that, and the first thing I did was just go, why? Like, what are we doing? This has nothing to do with anything. What are we doing with this? Anyway, that's all I got to say about CM Punk. I mean, about Tony Khan and the Jinder Mahal thing on Twitter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ranting. Okay, let's slide up into NXT. NXT, this show was really okay. I think NXT show last week was better, obviously because it was New Year's Evil, and so I feel like they tried to continue some storylines, and there's not a lot that cooked for me, but there was 2 things in particular that really cooked for me on this show. First off, the Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley segments I thought were absolutely fucking dope. I thought they were hilarious. I think Tiffany Stratton did a great job acting. Basically, she is the Sharpay Evans of the WWE. And if you don't know High School Musical, listen, bro. I'm a 98 baby, basically. That's my era of Disney Channel right there. She's literally, if you ever seen the Sharpay Evans Fabulous, that's exactly what that is. And Fallon Henley is like more of like the hard-working girl. Honestly, if we're gonna go in the same Disney comparisons, Fallon Henley reminds me of like one of those chicks from like Cowbells or something, who just works hard, who works in the milk factory and all that extra shit. Like, this is exactly plays out to me with the storylines between Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley, and I think they actually work really well together, which means my prediction for Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley is that they will win the Dusty's Women's Tag Team Classic. I think that'll happen eventually, and my guess is that they're going to win those because I can see them being a real tag team because they do have real chemistry. Maybe I could see them having another match where, like, I don't know, maybe Fallon Henley becomes Tiffany's servant for one day. And, you know, they'll probably shoot something where, like, Tiffany just, like, lays by the pool and drinks at the bar and all that extra and all that stuff, which is cool, which will be great to see and all of that good stuff. But I really like their chemistry, and I think they have a good future. I think NXT will be much better next weekend because they have the number 1 battle royal for the number 1 contender. But another thing I also liked on this episode was I like how they are showcasing Lola Vice as the breakout star with the contract that she can cash in anytime she wants, aka the NXT Money in the Bank, basically. And I like how they're showing like how Lyra Valkyria is actually decent on the mic. I said it before that they need to give her a chance, and they're starting to give her a chance finally. And I'm fucking with it. I'm digging it. I'm vibing with it. I need to see a little bit more, just a tad bit more, but I'm vibing with it. And I just want to see where we go from here with that. But the final thing I want to talk about is Oba Femi. Dragon Lee and Lexis King had a really good match to end the show. And I'm like, okay, cool. They had a nice little dope match. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. And then Oba Femi came out and cashed in that breakout contract. And he beat Dragon Lee for the North American Championship. Obviously, Dragon Lee is going right back to SmackDown where he was on the main roster. Good for him. I think that's dope for him. Congratulations. They have a lot, but to pick Oba Femi to do this, they must have a lot of faith in Oba Femi that he's going to be a next high star, top star. I'm scared because I don't know if they're going to probably do some weird stuff with like Omos eventually in life. You know, they're going to probably pair them together because, you know, they're both Nigerian and Omos is the Nigerian giant. So I don't know where we're gonna go from here, but like I like his moveset. Like I like that his powerbomb is lethal. That shit was lethal. I gotta give you credit. I gotta give him credit and respect for that. I want to see more of him in the ring. I want to see more of him on promo. But if you're looking at a WWE superstar, first off, at 22, that motherfucker is 22. You know what? I don't care what you say to me. He went to school at Bishop Sycamore. If he's 22, cut that out. Cut it out. He looks, bro, he's a monster. And I wonder if he's going to play like the heel or the face. I just really wonder where they're going to go with this, as Obafemi is your North American champion. So I'm really interested to see where we go from here and what we do with it. But those are the things to me that absolutely chef's kiss cooked this week on Monday Night Raw and NXT. Let me know what you guys think. Please, thank you guys for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Forever gang in this bitch. Heartbreaks don't miss. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are almost there. I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me and keeping it up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until forever finds you.